Hey guys, it's your girl Marlita here. I hope everybody is doing well. Let me start by introducing you to my latest gadget, which actually I do not have a lot of gadgets because I really don't buy stuff. But this is an air purifier. No, wait, not an air purifier. Duh, this is a humidifier. That's what I meant to say. I do have an air purifier as well. The joy of having many allergies. But it's so cute. Look at that. It changes colors. The hot air comes, rather the water. There goes that East Coast accent again. The water comes from the top, and it's it's super fun. I love it. So yeah, I wanted to start off by doing something silly, but wait, I do that all the time. So shocker, nothing new. And again, it's water, nothing else, people. Don't worry about it. It's just water. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well, and today's ramble is actually about things I've had to adjust to since moving to Korea. And I've thought about this for a really long time. I've been here for almost 10 months now, and I wanted to be sensitive in doing this video, and I didn't want to jump and do a video about this topic straight away because I wanted to give myself some time to adjust. But since, I've been here 10 months now, which is a significant amount of time, I feel it's fair enough for me to share things that have been a little challenging for me and probably will continue to be. However, I do have a high level of cultural competence, and again, this is not dissing Korea at all. I actually have nothing bad to say about the country, and everything has really been wonderful, and everybody has been super great. But coming from my background, from my culture as an American who has traveled quite a bit and lived in other countries, there have been a few things where I've been like, that's very different than what I'm used to, and how do I deal with it? And some of the things are things that I have absolutely no control over, like number 5. Number 5 is how expensive fruit is here. It's been really expensive. So I have to be super mindful of how to get enough fruits and vegetables in my diet. And as a result, I've started eating tangerines. I was never a fan of oranges or anything of that nature. But the tangerines here are super cheap, and they're actually really good. Super sweet. They taste pretty much like candy. And it's great seeing how kids love them too. They'll go to fruit and tangerines as a snack rather than going for the junk, which, a lot of American kids do. So fruit has been really expensive, and I attribute that pretty much to it being imported. That would be my hypothesis there. Probably import taxes and what have you. I've seen mangoes in grocery stores for, no joke, anywhere from $6 up for one mango. So that has been a challenge, just trying to make sure that I get enough fruits and vegetables in my diet because things are so expensive. And the fun part is that I've been trying, different fruits and vegetables. I mentioned the tangerines, but I'm just buying all these different greens. I have no idea what they are. But I'm just like, it's green. It'll be healthy. As long as it doesn't move, I'm okay. So I'm trying all these different greens. So that's been an opportunity for me to really mix up my palate a bit while it's been, expensive to buy things that I might be used to getting in America, such as peppers. Peppers seem to be a little pricey. Anywho, that's number 5 on my list of things I've had to adjust to. Another thing, we'll put this down as number 4. The way people drive here scares the bleep out of me. I am terrified every time I have to go into a car. I always wear my seatbelt, and if I forget one day, that's pretty stupid on my part. People drive really fast. I've seen people drive through red lights. I've witnessed a couple of fender benders. I was in a fender bender once, actually, now that I think about it, as a taxi passenger when a car decided to go into the cabs lane and just, literally maybe this much room in between the two cars, decided to bump the cab that I was in. So that was, an adventure. People drive fast. Yeah, I can't reiterate enough. It's scary. I'm not a fan. So I take public transportation pretty much everywhere. And bus drivers are insanely fast too. You have to hold on or you will go flying. No joke. That's how fast they drive. So that's been something I've had to adjust to as well. Another thing that I've had to adjust to is, and I think this has to do a lot with me coming from San Francisco and being pretty green as far as being environmentally conscious. Packaging on things here is insane. There's cardboard, there's plastic, there's styrofoam, there's all this packaging on things that don't need all this packaging. So hence there's so much waste. And for me, that makes me cringe a lot. And I still haven't figured out the system as far as compost. And composting to me is still questionable. I don't know if it happens. And then I can put out my plastic bottles for recycling, but I have to put them in a clear plastic bag, which confuses me. So things like that have been, they've definitely made me go like this and like this. Huh? It doesn't make sense to me. But let that be the least of my worries. Actually, no, I should worry because it's about the environment, people. So let's all do our part. And I do my part, but it's just been fascinating observing the rationale behind being environmentally conscious here, and particularly around recycling. So yeah, that's 3 things. Another thing which, coming to Korea, I was definitely aware, and being here as a teacher, I definitely had my eyes wide open, is the amount of competition between my children and the pressure they're under. I'm sure I've bitten my tongue enough times where my lips have bled, but I will share that here for the sake of full disclosure. It's definitely completely different than American education, and there's a lot of pressure on these kids. So, and to put a spin on that, I do what I can, 100% it on, just to give my kids a good experience. Of course, they are learning, and they're doing really well, I have to say. And I just want them to enjoy life in addition to, managing all the pressure that they are under as well. And if they bring up something, how do you do on a test, I tend to change the conversation and say it doesn't matter, everybody did well, and that's all that really matters. So I try to change the conversation, but I know I'm just a small blip in the big picture. But, to this day, I believe with anything in life, I do what I can do, and that is what I am doing. And number 1, the number 1 thing I struggle with, drum roll, is not the cute little things you can find in the stores. Love them. Is the weather. The weather has been so bad for me. I'm finally in a rhythm where I'm doing all I can to prevent feeling miserable, such as having a humidifier and my air purifier and wearing my mask when I'm outside and drinking tons of water. So I'm really doing all I can do. And you know what? These challenges are manageable, and they have been manageable. I'm making it work. And as you know, I'm planning on staying here for another year because there's so much positivity and so much good in my experience here in Korea. Again, it is really serving its purpose, and I'm excited to see what the coming year brings. So that is that for today. Marla's little list on things that I've had to do to adjust to life in Korea. Again, the sky's not falling, everything is good, and that is that. So until next time, people, take it easy. Kimchi.